Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Today I wanted to briefly talk about the new Drake Golem, the ATLS Geo, the ATLS Combat Mech as well, and the latest 4.1 PTU patch notes and inclusions as we plow closer to the live release of this major patch imminently, like by the weekend. So, CIG just put out a video on the Drake Golem, mining for the masses. Basically, this is a new, small, compact, single-seater mining starter ship. It's going to have a bespoke mining head, which is non-changeable. The mining head is a little unstable, as the laser is pretty cheap, but it can still run a couple of gadgets. And most ores and rocks should be available for you to give a go. You'll be able to learn sort of ship-scale ore mining in this ship, and it's going to be at a lower price point than the Prospector. It's going to be more available in verse is the idea. And yeah, the natural progression might be that you'd move to a Prospector after this, but a lot of people might not. They might actually really like the cheapness of this to run. It's got two 16 SCU ore pods, I believe, that are removable, replaceable. Don't have a cost on the ship yet, but we'll find out really soon. Expect it to be a bit cheaper than the Prospector. I'm thinking the ship's going to be like $100, $120, but it could well be cheaper than that. We'll have to wait and see. The other new thing we know is in the patch is the ATLS Geo, which is that new mining mech. Basically, they've gone, let's take the ATLS, remove its tractor beam, and give it a mining laser. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this can both do vehicle mining and FPS mining, so it can do the full range of vehicle and FPS minables. It's got a big backpack as well for the ore and sort of like a removable storage for that, so you can take out the ore pod, bam, put a new one in. The big thing about it is that it's got maneuvering jets, basically a jump pack, which is absolutely awesome, and you've got room for gadgets and stuff like that as well. But yeah, the little jump pack allows you to jump around. It recharges really quickly, but it will give you a couple of seconds of sort of like boost, so you can maneuver and jump onto rocks, jump over gaps. They've also updated the ATLS in general with a health bar, battery slot, death animations, small thrusters for landing, even on like the standard ATLS. And I wanted to sort of make that clear because in the latest patch, I've also seen the ATLS Combat Mech, at least in the Banu Emporium. We can see at least a static one that looks like it's got two size 1 lasers. We know that the sort of ATLS Combat, the ATLS Combat Titan suits, they are needed for Squadron 42, and they've wanted to put them in the game for ages. It'll be interesting to see if this is an inclusion for 4.1 or later, or is even an April Fool's joke that some people think it is, but I mean, it would be in poor taste. So yeah, that might be coming out in a 4.1 or a 4.1.x patch. A combat Atlas, I think maybe calling it Prometheus makes sense, but I'm interested to know what other people think. So that latest 4.1 PTU patch was released on the 24th of March. In that build, they added some updates to reduce the bandwidth in spikes and delays around the verse, so some sort of issues with the servers where you basically get 30Ks kind of, or something similar to that. It's the major blocker that 4.1 was having. I certainly haven't experienced those problems in this latest patch, but also they've made some final Hathor station beam VFX polish. They've made further Wicklow Polaris collector mission progress updates, because you can basically earn yourself a Polaris from doing a long chain of missions. There's further failsafes applied to the Hathor alignment terminals to help stop them getting stuck with the cards and stuff like that. There's further bandwidth in streaming optimizations. /bow, the emote has been temporarily disabled for 4.1. They fixed an issue that was causing an overcharged mineable to incap all players during a line and mine. They fixed Valakar, the juvenile sandworms, not being damaged by collisions with vehicles. People were using vehicle collisions to basically jank into them and kidnap them. They fixed players being being able to take fellow cars on a ride by driving their cars over them. Fantastic. That's exactly what I was talking about. There's been a potential fix for elevator panels becoming unresponsive and missing UI elements. Another potential fix, the HUD objectives for the tutorials were missing. Potential fix for the Eclipse, the vehicle manager app, showing the Eclipse having weapons equipped, but no weapons are present on the ship after spawning. Potential fix for boxes not spawning during courier missions. They also fixed the names of the Rock and Rock DS ore pods and fixed a client crash and 3 server crashes. Now, are handyman missions back in? And I asked that because I didn't see them spawning for me when I looked at this patch earlier today, but in the missions updated for meshing, they are listed again as something that's there, so please tell me in the comments below. There are still some known issues with the patch as well. Party members not appearing on Star Map or Minimap, Wicklow missions where you turn in additional items for the Wicklow mission. Lots of items appear in the freight elevator. ATLS now teleports around when entered by a player in motion, or at least can. Players can spawn in the center of the star system after selecting primary residence, not ideal. Certain vehicle components will clip into the ground when snapped to a cargo grid. Hijacked 890 jump mission, the takedowns of enemies there cause the mission to not complete, so make sure you shoot them basically. Asteroids intersecting with jump tunnels are still an annoying issue, and failing a jump can also cause you to be sort of teleported or displaced far from the gateway station. So yeah, the release of 4.1 is pretty imminent. Expect it by the weekend. CIG are going to try and get a few more things ironed out here. I am noticing better performance in this latest patch as well, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm not 100% sure on the stability. I didn't have any stability problems, but I only played it for like half an hour to an hour. Basically take any further patches released this week as effectively release candidates. We could see a Combat Atlas turn up. We could see some features get pushed back. We could see some new features just magically turn up as well. And we could see the patch delayed beyond this week. I just think it's very unlikely. I'm really interested to know your experiences in this latest Alpha 4.1 PT patch. Are you really enjoying it? Has it fixed a load of issues for you? Is it the worst patch you've ever played? Is a load more stuff broken? Do you think it needs more time in the oven before a live release? Do you think, yeah, it shouldn't be released this week? That would be a mistake? Or are you like, no, let's get it out there, because obviously a line of mine will take over as the main event, or as the potentially the only event running, and get rid of those previous ones. Obviously there's no planned wipe, but things like refinery jobs and consumables typically get wiped. Are you super excited for an ATLS combat suit like I am? And if so, do you think it's actually coming now? Do you think it's coming with 4.1? Do you think we saw those? The way we're going to get it, maybe the first way you'll be able to get it is by doing collector missions for Wicklow, the banner collector. Or do you think they'll also sell it for real money? I'm just sort of curious what people think. A good reason to comment. Well, we have a giveaway every month. And for this month of March, we are giving away a Super Hornet Mark II with Hornet Heartseeker kit, as well as lifetime insurance and a game package. It was kindly given to us by CIG. Thank you very much for that. Just comment on any of my videos made during March to be in for a chance of winning that. We've got Tobii eye trackers on sale. Click on the link down below to get them if you want some precision head and eye tracking in Star Citizen and a load of other games as well. NordVPN. I love NordVPN. It's a VPN that I use. Links down below to that, or nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. That will get you some big discounts too. There's even links to THRUSTMASTER down below. They've got a cool new joystick that you can use for Star Citizen or other space games. Links below to all of that stuff. It gives us a little kickback, whatever you use, because that's the way we make money. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear your opinions down in the comments below, and I hope to see you in the verse.